Hello, everyone. It is nice to be here with you today. This topic is already very hot, and a lot of wise thoughts were shared already. As you all know, tourism is the most important engine of Croatian economy, of its growth, and it has suffered really serious damage due to the biggest crisis that has hit the last 100 years. This is a sector that feeds many Croatian families, attracts foreign direct investments, motivates individuals for taking up entrepreneurial ventures, and it also opens job positions. As most of you already know, and it was already mentioned, Croatia is the country with the biggest share of tourism in GDP in the whole European Union. And until 2020, the revenues from the tourism in Croatia were continuously growing and they peaked in 2019 with a value of more than 10 billion euros. And that represented almost 20% of Croatian GDP. Also, almost 20 million tourists visited Croatia and realized over 90 million overnight stays. And before the pandemic outbreaks, the projections were positive. Further growth of Croatian tourism was anticipated. However, no one expected a drastic downfall in Croatia in 2020. The numbers already previously mentioned may be shocking, 60% in the numbers of tourists and 55% of the overnight stays, but they show the real picture of our country that in the last decade was investing in tourism to foster the economic growth. What to do next and how to recover from this recession are the most important questions arising from the challenge that both Croatia but also the rest of the world are currently facing. As a member state, Croatia is eligible for funding from RRF and shall initiate reforms and investments that would enable recovery of Croatian tourism in the short run, but also green and digital transition and positively influence on the well-being not only of visitors, but also residents and businesses. Tourism in Croatia shall be a sector that will continue boosting Croatian economy. But we have to be aware that we can't rely completely on tourism industry as before. It needs to be sustainable in long run, resilient, and also shall be deeply restructured. Croatia can't be further perceived as a sea, sun, and sand destination. In the future, an emphasis should be on developing selective and sustainable tourism that is known for tourism products diversification. For example, like health, sports, congress, luxury, continental tourism instead of only seasonal, and massive tourism on the Adriatic. In the future, promotional activities should be focused on indicating the sustainability factors that are present in certain local and regional areas. Since a large percentage of tourists today consider green tourism necessary and fundamental for further growth of the destination. Therefore, an incentive condition for motivating all stakeholders to conduct green behavior is identified. And last but not least, a digital transition shall be ensured by introducing new e-services to minimize the administrative burden imposed to the entrepreneurs in the tourism sector, and by using digital technologies to create unique and high-quality touristic products and services. In addition, all tourist workers should get the chance to improve their competencies, skills, and knowledge related to the industry, as well as their digital skills. By introducing these types of reforms and investments, Croatia will be perceived as a safe destination that is taking a leap towards digital and green transition. Thank you very much.